Good morning. We're going to milk the girls this morning. We're going to start by getting the milking room set up. And this is our machine, and that's the canister that the milk flows into. The first thing I do is hook up the vacuum line. One part goes to the machine, the other part to the canister. And this part of the machine is what actually does the milking. These little things here are called inflations. They go on the teats of the girls, and they mimic the motion that our hand does when we're hand milking. So it extracts the milk and takes it directly into that canister. When we set up the food, these are milking stands. We set up the food in these little bowls, and after I bring the girls in, that encourages them to jump right up on the stand so they can do their job. They get a very high quality pelleted grain that has all the nutrients and the vitamins that they need and helps them to produce a nice healthy milk. One of the other things that you're going to see me do this morning is we have a strip cup here. It's a little stainless steel cup. It has a very fine screen in the bottom of it. When I bring the girls in and clean their udder to make sure there's no dirt or debris that goes into those inflations and ends up in the milk, I am going to squeeze the end of their teat, and any debris will end up in this cup. That strainer will catch it. And I also examine the milk at that time to make sure that it's clear and that it looks correct. They all come into the barn and get hooked up to a station so they can wait for their turn to be milked. Bye. She's interested in the camera. That's a first. Come here, Popeye. Come on, you can be right here today. Okay, that leaves us Holly and Molly, and they're going to come in first to be milked. These girls have good udders too. This is Molly. This one's Holly. They come in and jump right up on these milk stands because there's food in the bucket. First thing we're going to do is clean the udder. Been laying around outside all night in sand. So we want to make sure these areas are clean. We use a solution here in the spray bottle. It's water and a little tiny bit of bleach and some dishwashing liquid. Then using a clean washcloth, we're going to dry them off. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt on there, so I use a new one for every 2 doughs. I'll turn on the milking machine and hook them up. If you look at the tubes, the inflation is attached to the teeth, and then they have tubes that come down here. That inflation is doing this kind of a motion. That's what we do when we hand milk. The milk flows through the tube into the canister. When the tubes go clear, we know that the machine has done its job, and we can disconnect them. Some girls produce a little bit more milk than others, but normally you get about 32 ounces per dose per milk. When the machine has finished its job, we're going to use the strip cup and make sure all the milk is out together. Give it a little squeeze. And using a product called Sprite Pack, I'm going to seal the end of the teeth by spraying this solution on it. When babies nurse from their mother, they have something in their saliva that does that. It prevents any bacteria or dirt from entering that teeth canal.